Is
He told me about you, but don't worry about a thing, baby, because I'm here now. Move out the way.
Mama here, Mama here.
Out my kitchen.
We're not in your kitchen.
Let me tell you something, little boy. Hey, yo, this is gonna be good.
This is like a real fun video. We got so many pop, you know what I'm saying? Everybody popping up. Moesha was really good to Family Matters. Y'all see what it is. Jo Marie. No, she wasn't just Laura Winslow's mama. No, she wasn't just Eddie Winslow's mama. Hakeem Campbell. That's his name. Hakeem Campbell. That's his mama. You know, so we got some pop-ups. You know, Jo Marie, Kelly, Darius, Jaleel. You know, we got all these different pop-up in all these different places. And
I need some fresh corn. Nobody eats canned corn for Thanksgiving. You gonna have to take this back.
Girl, who's she talking to?
oh, DC.
You with your little narrow self.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Your little narrow self.
You know who she talking
And I
to?
think this is some of what Family Matters missed in the 9th season. I mean, as you know, as much as we got to see Steve and Laura's beautiful love story come to fruition, it would have been really nice if, you know, Mama, who started it from the very beginning, was there. But Jo Marie is just a natural. You put her in a family environment, she's just a natural.
Yeah, Ma, look, I like pepper and I like garlic.
What garlic it is?
Pepper it is.
Garlic.
Pepper. Garlic. Pepper. Garlic. Pepper. 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 Why don't you go on back upstairs?
I'm fine. Just fine.
I'm fine. I'm gonna stay that way.
Right? Hey, when people just be, you know, they sick and they just be bringing their own. Stay in your room till you get better. We'll bring your tea. We got your chicken noodle soup. Okay, we'll bring your medicine. Okay, just stay
If
away.
you force Hakeem to take a couple of years off to work, he may never go.
Hakeem!
Uh-oh.
Get over here!
Uh-oh.
Let me tell you something, Moesha. I've been taking care of my son for 17 years.
I know. This is why I would say, where I just, again, disagree with Moesha. This is not her business to get in this. I've never approached an adult like this till I became an adult to get into their business affairs and how she's raising her son. Well, Moesha ain't nothing but 17
Am I
herself.
forcing you to work to help pay bills?
No, ma'am.
Well, then, Hakeem, why did you take the assistant manager position?
Moesha, go sit down. This is my son. Let me talk to him.
Right.
Yes, ma'am. Hakeem, you don't have to worry about money. I set up a college fund for you the day you were born.
For real?
I haven't been working 3 jobs just for these smart polyester uniforms.
Man, and this makes me happy and sad all at the same time. Okay? It makes me happy and sad at the same time. Because they saved up money for Hakeem to go to college, but can I take y'all back to Family Matters?
She's wanted to go to Harvard ever since she was 10 years old.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I've always encouraged Laura to strive for the best. And when she's achieved it, I can't afford it.
Save up a dime, a nickel, a quarter, a penny. Okay, for Laura Winslow's education. It would have been nice to see Laura reach her ultimate goal, which was Harvard. Now, I know they're two different shows, but it's just interesting to me that she saved up and working multiple jobs and being a single mom, and she's able to provide college for Hakeem. But then, you know, when she's married to Carl, you know, and they got 2 incomes coming in and didn't have the money for Laura Winslow. I'm feeling some type of way about that, y'all. I'm just saying, I'm feeling some type of way about
Colleges
that.
I applied to rejected me. I guess I'm just not smart enough.
That's not true, Hakeem.
Now, didn't I tell you to sit down? You never did listen.
Uh-huh.
You're smart, you're driven, and you're a Campbell.
Take out Hakeem and you put in Laura Winslow.
Oh, that's so sweet.
You too, Moesha. Your little nose yourself.
A little nosy.
Let's go, because the kid is hungry.
Okay. Lord, please, we're always hungry. I mean, doesn't your mama ever cook?
What did you say, Lisa?
Nothing.
Little skinny girl.
You got Jo Marie. I'm trying to tell, don't she feel like part of the cast? You know what I'm saying? They should have gave her a permanent role.
Good man, Frank. I want to thank you for always being there for my son.
Anytime, Benetta.
Miles, you still on that first balloon? What's wrong with your lungs, boy? Puny, just puny.
Jo Marie's cracking me. Jo Marie's cracking me up. Shall I say, guys? I hate to say this again. All due respect to Jaleel White being Steve. Scenes that she had in here, she could have done a lot more than what she was allowed to do on Family Matters. But I think everybody had to take a back seat to, you know, Urkel time, because in these episodes on Moesha, she's hilarious. She is absolutely hilarious. I don't think she was really this funny in Family Matters. And I think it's because they were not allowed to.
Do you think he can help me with the blues, please, Mrs. Campbell?
No. Need to learn some responsibility.
No wonder Hakeem always over here.
Oh,
I heard what you said. You need to learn how to whisper.
you need to learn how to whisper.
Mint, cinnamon, and mango.
We see here again. Let the love flow. Let it flow. Let it go. Let it go. But we see Lamont Bentley, who plays Hakeem on Moesha in Family Matters, and I think this might be before
Are you
Moesha.
aware of the health hazards of being a nerd? yo, good one, Dre. You know what's up. I think it's time for a swirly.
Now, please, guys. Come on.
thought that Steve Urkel would be getting harassed by Hakeem Campbell? We didn't know it then, but we know it now.
Cherise!
Kelly! Let's go! Queen Kelly, baby.
Oh, look at you!
We got Queen Kelly on Moesha. Now, I have never seen this episode. I don't know how, but I've never seen this episode of Moesha, so I was super surprised. Like, oh my gosh, they got the Queen
Hey, bro, you
Kelly.
better give me a hug. We're family.
You better give me a hug, baby.
Yeah, I'm family too.
Hakeem. Back up, Hakeem. Back up, Hakeem. Hakeem, you know, he tried to hit on Laura. Well, you know, Kelly.
Take me home now!
Well, you know, I was a sophisticated city girl. I wasn't used to those big old island roster bugs.
Kelly bringing her one.
Hey, Reese, you missed it. Dee had everybody doing the hustle. Oh, she put you in the Wayback Machine? Yeah, but it was fun. So, did you make your phone call? Oh, yeah, that.
Reminiscent. Like, I just miss these days, and you got the sitcoms, and you have these guest stars, you know, cameos popping up, and it just feels like family.
You left us there on purpose, didn't you? I just thought if you spend some time with her, you get to know her like I do. I mean, I wasn't trying to get in your business or nothing. We still cool? We cool.
Look who we got.
Tate Woodson, all-city linebacker, pitcher and forward. Predicted to be the first triple sport pro athlete.
Man, so we got Eddie Winslow. Again, on Moesha, it's just like a big family party. You know what I'm saying? It's all family. Y'all are welcome to join. I love this so much. Darius is gonna be big time wherever he goes. Okay, he gonna be big time as he is right here.
Yeah, it's me. Surprise?
What are you doing here?
Maybe I should be asking you that question. Oh, no, you two know each other something? Of course you do. You both go to Hamilton. Hamilton, yeah, right. Get your stuff. Come on, let's go.
Excuse me? You don't own me, okay?
Yes, I do.
So, but why they gotta have Eddie all the time having women problems? Why we gotta do it like that? Why we gotta have a man always having women problems? Okay, you know what I'm saying? He couldn't have a good relationship here.
Dead man, you've been creeping around with.
Dante, will you quit it? I told you yesterday was over.
So it's like that? That's cool. I'm alright.
And of course,
Don't call me after the drafts. Nice meeting you, bro. Yeah.
Hey, Dante, you need a ride home?
these two. Waldo, we doing the crossover, the crisscross crossover.
I need $20. I have to pay the cab driver. The ID.
I'm getting a little bit of a Steve Urkel vibe here, you know, with Waldo, kind of giving him Steve Urkel.
Look, Clark, this isn't a happy-go-lucky G-gosh type of film, so don't say anything stupid.
Golly gee, Mo, I can take care of myself.
Well, gosh darn it, you just might have.
She said, well, gosh, darn it, you just... As we see here, I'm telling you, I love the crossover with the characters. We just don't get this today.
What's wrong with you, boy?
Uh-oh.
Hey, what can I say, fellas? The Sugar Hill game played out years ago. Hakeem ain't gotta do nothing.
I knew it was gonna end like this.
Look, I'm not saying that you can't improve, but you're just not there yet.
So it's interesting that this is Waldo. I'm not saying that you can't improve. You're just not there yet.
That's it. I feel your anger. Now read the rest.
Oh, you got a problem with that? That's your boy Q? No, she's my girl.
All right, man, we out here, homie. See you around, goofy. Hey, I bet you won't say that to Q's face.
It's a charity event, and it sounds like he could use your help.
Let me say this though. He sounds like a very trusting husband, because I ain't never seen it. Hey, yeah, just borrow my wife to help you out. I've never. So, are we there yet? And as we see Mr. Jaleel White there, but there's also another special guest on the same episode. Just keep watching.
And this is my mother with Granny V at a Negro League
The
baseball game.
Queen Thelma Hopkins on the same episode as Jaleel White. I never love going around. You know, I love going around.
Ever heard of Madam C.J. Walker?
No, who's she?
Well, she was the first woman millionaire.
Wow, she was like the first Oprah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Did he be her partner?
Oh, no. Granny V was the first woman to borrow $20,000 from her. She was more like the first Gail.
I love the fact that these kids are engaged in this. You ask some of these kids today and you try to give them a history lesson, they don't want to hear it. So these kids they have a bright future because they're listening to their elders. They're learning about the past, present, and the future. That gives you purpose.
Listen up. Let's
Actually, here to discuss business.
Okay, Ivanka Trump. Let's discuss business.
What?
I couldn't see your face when you talk. Hey, my boy's got a table at the club. Let's roll over there and we can talk and discuss business. We gotta hit this club and we gotta hit it right. Let's ride. I see ride in your eyes. Are you rolling or not? Come on.
I'll take or not for 20.
They're just trying to play us. Why they got Jaleel going after these beautiful black women when we know that ain't what he wants? If you know the real deal, if you know his reality, this ain't it. But also what we see here is a wife with great integrity.
Good morning, ladies.
Hi, Ray.
We gonna get down to some business? You know, we could have took care of this last night.
I'm sorry, but we're not going to be able to coordinate your event.
Oh, I thought this was a done deal.
Well, it's not.
What have we been doing for the past few days then?
I was about to ask you the same question.
Oh, here comes husband. Exactly. Here comes husband. So I just find it interesting that Jaleel takes a lot of these roles where he's making advances at women that are not interested. Husband's popping up now. You better back up, boy. Back up.
What's that supposed to mean?
You are going to actually stand there and act like you don't know why you've been inviting my wife out to clubs and dinners and hotels for the past few days? Really, Ray? Are you going to come at me like that? I think you better go. That's what I'm about to do.
It's time for you to go.
Call me.
Bye.
Tweet me.
Bye.
Facebook.
Bye.
Skype.
Bye.
Hey, bro.
Hey, Michelle.
Kelly Kell in the building. We got Kelly on the Parkers being phenomenal.
Time. Is it silk?
Yeah, well, it's imported.
I totally forgot our paper is due today.
Don't you worry about it. You turn it in when you can.
Oh, thank you, Professor. Ooh, do you work out?
Oh.
I look late tonight. Do you mind if we change my tutoring session from 7 at the
Trying
library?
not to look. I just love all the pop-ups. Like well, first of all, we barely have sitcoms today, but you don't see this like you did back in the day. You know, that they're on this show, they're on that show, they're, all the different things. But this is one of Kelly's, to me, best guest appearances. And I love how this is like the complete opposite of Laura Winslow. Complete opposite, right? So I absolutely love it. Beautiful. You know what I'm saying? Still make the men wait.
So authoritative.
Oh.
So much for our tutoring session last night. You were great.
Yeah. Well, you were easy. You made it easy. You're a fast learner.
Ah, she's fast, all right.
Yeah. Miss Parker.
You. Stop looking so cute.
Miss Parker, don't play about the professor. She recognizing that she a baddie right here. And, and probably scheming him a little bit. Let's just be real.
Ah! I saw you copying off of this geek's paper.
No, you didn't see me
yes,
doing
I did.
anything.
See, it's women like you. You're not my trash.
I know deep down the professor gotta love this. How many professors got two beautiful women fighting over them, huh? Come on now.
Michelle, an apology. Nothing. Apologize.
Michelle, I'm sorry.
Thank you.
I'm sorry to a no good lousy cheater.
Miss Parker, that's it. You're fired.
Kelly killed it in this episode. I've said this many times before by now. She needs to be doing sitcoms. Like, romantic sitcoms, because she's just naturally I love how she's not really Laura Winslow, but they still gave her a Steve Urkel. You know what I'm saying? Did I do that? Yeah, that's what the Parkers did.
Yeah, Michelle, your test scores surprised me.
I know, sometimes I surprise myself.
You failed the exam.
What? But I couldn't have. I pulled an all-nighter.
Oh, really? Miss Parker, could you come in here, please?
That's what I mean. It's different than Laura Winslow would never do this, right? Laura Winslow would never cheat on the test because she had the brains, okay? She had the brains and she had the beauty.
Oh, yeah. Well, she failed because she cheated from a fake exam.
You tricked me. I just had a strong.
From one emotion from an emotion to a seduction. From emotion to a seduction. Kelly.
Well, what if we sleep together? What if I cut you?
Absolutely hilarious. Just seeing, again, we're looking at all the different characters, all the different shows. It's just beautiful, and like I said, we don't get that today. We don't have that today. That was just such a special day in time in the 80s, 90s, and even early 2000s. But one thing I really wanted to point out and go back to, there's something that the Lord laid on my heart, is the respect that was shown that you saw from Hakeem when he said, yes, ma'am. And, even Moesha said, yes, ma'am. And, just the respect is there. And I think that is really, really lost today. And a lot of it is, guys, it's not because you're bad. It's not because you're a bad son or you're a bad daughter or that you're even a bad parent or that you're even a bad person. A lot of it is we don't know how to deal and we haven't dealt with certain issues, right? It might be going all the way back to your parents and it's trickled down to you and now you're dealing with it, but now it's caused friction between you and your mom or you and your dad or your siblings or whoever. And like I said, shame off of you. It doesn't mean that you're a bad person, a bad son, a bad daughter. It just means that we all have these really deep issues on the inside, that pertains to, our parents. One of the things that I look at when it comes to my parents is I focus on what they did do. I don't focus on what they didn't do. I focus on what they did do. And I focus on what they do now. You know what I'm saying? And I know it is so hard for some people, where you need to forgive. You need to, let that thing go with your mom, or let that thing go with your dad, or let that thing go with your daughter, let that thing go with your son, or maybe it's even let that thing go with your sibling. It's so hard. Let's just be real for a second. It's very hard to forgive and to truly forgive and to move forward, right? It's really, really hard for people to do. Some people feel like the other person doesn't deserve to be forgiven, but forgiving is about your healthiness. It's about your emotional healthiness. You know what I'm saying? And one of those things is what the Bible says, something that I reminded myself of, that the Bible, as believers, it commands us to honor our father and our mother. The Bible verse, as we look at Ephesians 6:1-3, it says that children obey your parents in the Lord, for this is right honor. Honor your father and mother, that it may be well with you and that you may live long on the earth, right? And the explanation of the verse, we'll put it in, is the verse is part of the Bible's fifth commandment, which is to honor one's parents. It's the first commandment, which with a promise and a blessing is repeated throughout the Old and New Testaments. To honor your parents, guys, it just means to love and respect them. And when you're young still, to obey them, right? And isn't this an interesting correlation? Because doesn't the Bible say that if you love the Lord, that you obey him as well? So there's a level of obedience that comes with love. I wonder if we think about that. Okay, but it says, the verse also says that children should obey their parents because they belong to the Lord. See, that's a commandment, from the Lord that says to honor your father and mother. And it also goes on to say so that you'll see good days and live a long life. So I understand, again, my mom did this, my dad did this, still, guys, I'm trying to tell you, I practice this, okay? I literally practice this, honoring them regardless, right? We try to take the responsibility. Well, they don't treat me that way, so I'm not going to treat them that way. Honor, see if you can have, the strength, right, to honor them regardless, because it's better for you. You're only responsible for you. I know this is such a what do you want to call it? It's such a very, very, very touchy subject, because, especially with today and how things are, and the honor is not there, period. Not just with father and mother, father and son. It's not, honor is not there, period. Respect is not there, period. But that's why God gives us this blueprint and how, as believers, that we are supposed to be. We don't get the luxury, guys, as believers, to just act how we want to act, right? And think what we want to think and do what we want to do, if we really want to honor God and honor ourselves. And that's also, guys, one of the things, if you look at it, it's one of the things that the old school shows did have. You look at Laura Winslow and Eddie Winslow. They were respectful and honorable to their parents. Moesha, she went off sometimes, but she was respectful of her parents. She was being raised to respect and to honor. So that is one of the things that I just wanted to encourage you in. Once again, like I said, I know it's a very hard thing to do, but that's what adulting is, guys. It's making the hard decisions and doing those hard things. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, love God, love people. May God bless you. May God keep you.